What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. And did y'all hear it? The news? I guess Deborah Messing, or I guess that's her name. I'm not sure. I don't pay attention to her work. I heard she's an actress of some sort. But apparently, she feels that she knows the state of the mind for black people. I think she retweeted something talking about a black vote for Trump is mental illness. Well, that's news to me. See, I didn't know that. First of all, I'm glad she's so in tune with the struggles and the plights of the black man and woman. I'm so glad that she's able to psychoanalyze our decision making from afar up in Beverly Hills somewhere and say, you know what, these poor black people, they don't know better. Obviously, if they're voting for Donald Trump, they can't be right. They can't be mentally stable if they're voting for President Trump. Well, I beg to differ. Because in my mind, it's very logical and practical and reasonable to vote for President Trump. First president ever asked for the black vote. What do you have to lose? I'm asking for the black vote. When is the last time a president asked for the black vote from the Democratic side? You know why they don't ask? Because they assume. They're like, you know what? We don't have to worry about them, okay? They're already on our squad. So we don't have to pander to them. We don't have to listen to their demands. We don't have to come and talk about policies in the black community. They don't know anything about that stuff anyway. So why even put them through that, okay? Just let them know that racism lurks out there somewhere, okay? And then they'll flock to the poll and vote for us. That's all we have to do for them, okay? They're already in the bag. Oh, and tell them we're going to continue to give them snacks and treats and small stuff like that to keep them going, but not let them get too big. We don't want to, we can't give too much to them because then they won't vote for us. Okay, they'll finally wake up and realize that, man, I should be independent instead of codependent on the government and on the Democratic Party. So just give them enough. Just give them enough to wet their palate and then pull it away from them. And don't forget to make continual promises to them that we're on your side and we're working hard, even though it was Donald Trump that brought black unemployment down to its lowest number. Even though it was Donald Trump that implemented prison reform that out of the 5,000 plus people who've been released, 91% of them were black. Yeah, even though that's come from Donald Trump's administration. You as a black person should go ahead and vote for a party that none of their policies help your direct interests. But we don't want you looking at that. We don't want you looking at the policies that the Democratic Party has that have destroyed the black community for years. We don't want you to vote against the party that was responsible for slavery, for Jim Crow laws, for the Ku Klux Klan, for the destruction of the inner cities, for the black homes that at one point, it was like 77% father, mother in the neighborhood, in the household rather, but no, Lyndon B. Johnson and the crew decided we can't have that. You know what we need to do? Apparently these black folks, they want the same opportunities as everybody else, and it's getting to the point now we can't stop the momentum because it's been the Republican Party up thus far has been pushing for all of the civil rights and equal justice for black people, and it's becoming contagious. It's becoming a snowball. We can't stop it from rolling. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use it to our advantage. No, I'm not doing this because I love black people. When I come up with the Civil Rights Act and all of that stuff, I'm not doing that. It's a strategic move. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and have these blanks voting for us for the next 200 years by destroying the family, making sure we give government assistance to the mothers most likely, and make sure you can't have the man in the house. He got to go, okay? And we're going to get them hooked on government assistance, destroy the home, and put them basically on new plantations, which is inner city, broken down areas that make them have to vote for their self-interest, which is the snacks that we provide them. Okay, the little crumbs that we leave them. We don't want them, getting off that plantation, which will drive them straight to the polls. And we'll continue to reinforce it by telling them we love black people and we're fighting against injustice for you and racism, because the Republicans and conservatives, they hate you. They hate you. They're responsible for all of your oppression. What oppression are we suffering from in 2019? Hey, Hey, you, buddy, back there, you're an unruly black person. You're ungrateful for all of the lack of resources we've given black people. So you shut your mouth, okay? Let me bring in a token black person to tell you what you should do. Come on here, Don Lemon. A black person that votes for Donald Trump is a sellout, is a Uncle Tom. He's a loathsome black person, so you can't do that. Thanks, Don Lemon. Okay, any other questions? Yeah, that's what they've been doing to the black community for years. But I guess Deborah knows best. She's able to psychoanalyze us from afar, able to get into our minds and say, hey, look, black people, you got to be crazy to vote for Donald Trump because for whatever reason, I guess she feels he's dangerous for the country. I guess she feels he's a white nationalist, whatever that is. I guess she thinks that he's a white supremacist and he's Hitler and he's a Nazi and he's also a KKK member too. All of that stuff. And we're not able to see it. I guess black people who have their eyes open and will vote for the president, we have to be crazy because we don't see him coming out and giving speeches with his KKK hood on. I mean, you don't see that, guys? You don't see that? We don't see him coming out with the band around the arm, the red band, and talking about some Heil Hitler. We don't see that. So obviously, if we don't see that, we have to be delusional. We have to be crazy. Mental illness. That's what she's saying. So that's what she sees. See, so I guess she has glasses where she just, hey, do you don't see all that? You don't see all that? How he's killing all these people, exterminating large groups of people, mass genocide. Y'all can't see that, black people. You can't see how he is dragging all these illegal immigrants over into our country against their will and putting them in cages and stuff. Y'all don't see that? And forcing them to stay there. You ain't leaving nowhere. You belong to Donald Trump right now. Yeah, y'all don't see this, black people? Apparently she sees it all and we're walking around like, I don't see that. So I'm gonna continue to vote for Trump, and I guess that makes me crazy. So if that's the case, maybe I am. But I know that's not the case. In fact, I think her delusion, anger, and aggression towards the president makes her crazy. Anybody who has dedicated 3 years plus of their life tweeting and just absolutely hating the president, and for nothing, because nothing's changed except good stuff, our economy's better, you're the one that's crazy. You're the one that's delusional. You up here mad for nothing. All the things I just ran the list down, in her mind probably is real. He's destroying the country, he's killing babies, ripping from their parents, and he's a Hitler, he's Nazis. In her mind, that's what she sees. Now, in my opinion, that's crazy. That's delusional. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. I hope somebody tweet this video to her. Send it to her. Let her have a conversation with me one-on-one. You want to know why I did it? Come talk to me. Okay? Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30 live on my radio blog talk show and on YouTube. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Check the notification button and also check your subscription because people have been unsubscribed against their will. Also, check out Extreme Tees. Put my name in the promo code, Kevin. You'll get a 20% discount. And you can find me on Facebook and the Twitter. And if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link in the bottom of this video to do that. And we'll see y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. God bless.